I took my first breath on December 1998. I was born sometime in the morning or afternoon midday. I got through the gates faster than expected. My big sister, naturally excelling at life, law of the universe, there can only be one model sibling. That of course was her. My big brother, not bright but can still do stuff. He does alright on his own. Me, the youngest, and one step behind. Every family has its black sheep. I always felt like I was mold on cheese, an alien from another planet. The apple that fell way out of the tree. Every black sheep, however, is special. A special kind of inconvenience. My love for art began ever since I was able to hold a crayon. Despite drawing all over the walls of our house, my parents embraced my talent and my obsession with art. At school, however, my teachers wanted to put a bullet in my head. I was a horrible student. The principals made sure I'd suffer the consequences. She was like, "There's just no easy way to put this. But your daughter is an idiot. She'll have to repeat the first grade." She didn't call me an idiot, of course, but that's just the way I prefer to remember it. Since then, I've always hated school. This was the day my life turned upside down. Staying back was just the beginning of when the terror began. At my elementary school, no one ever got held back. Staying back at a high honor roll private school meant there was something seriously wrong with you. Clearly, I wasn't your average student. I couldn't write properly. I couldn't spell, let alone my own name. I couldn't count numbers. I couldn't talk to anyone, not even to teachers. I used to think of this as me being shy. Looking back though, I had severe social issues. I basically isolated myself from the rest of my classmates. Not long after, I started to realize that there kind of was something wrong with me. I had sort of an illness. Illness, disorder, whatever you call it, I didn't feel right upstairs. Unbeknownst to me, I was going through early symptoms of a milder autism disorder. More specifically, it's called Asperger's. Now, isn't that a funny name? But at that time, being a 6-year-old, this strange illness was a mystery to me. This explained my severe learning disabilities. And why I was always tongue-tied. Blech. Before discovering my illness, I still couldn't help but feel strange from my peers. When I was growing up, I had a bunch of bizarre antics and phobias that were hard to explain. Freakish antics that nobody else did. For instance, being extremely sensitive to touch. I take this to a whole nother level. I can get very jumpy to sudden noises. When I wake up in the morning, I ask myself the same question. Will I finish the day, or will the day finish me? Most sounds make my head want to explode. I feel like I hear things, louder than anyone else. I'm supposed to be in my 20s now, and I still live with these ridiculous antics. I believe that having such an illness came with both blessings and curses. What I lacked in school, I made up for it with passion and creativity. I was quite the artiste. That was my identifier throughout grade school. I couldn't help it most of the time. I loved drawing too much. Could not put the pencil down. The second that diploma was in my hand, I ran off to art school. Mom and Dad believed in me more than I believed in myself. Moving up as an artist taught me some values and helped me conquer a couple of fears. Loving myself. Accepting the things I can't ever change, warts and all. Speaking up. Making at least one good friend. Hello. Hi! One baby step at a time, out of my comfort zone, into newer, scarier, but positive changes. I don't handle changes very well, good or bad, so suddenly. But I always have to remind myself, the world won't end. The world won't end. That thought is enough peace for me. And as it continues to spin, as life goes on, I still look forward to the future and the oddities that'll come with it.